to send out your links.
Are you gonna stream on Discord?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Don't worry. Yep, boom. That's fine. Cool. I take it you can see. Oh,
Yep.
I'm hoping you
I
can.
see. Yep. No, I'm good. I see everything.
Cool. Right, I will send my links out. Okay, yep, I believe I'm ready. I'm good.
Okay. Best of luck. Hopefully, no random ghost trains that are
I
off the
know.
track system.
Let's hope I'm a little bit luckier with this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, you need to be up there. Okay.
Better characters, though, at least.
Oh. Good start. Lands with the wrong button. Okay, so I'm probably going to do both 3 checks, the one for Terra and the one for Edgar, I'm thinking.
That's fair. Just keep in mind there's 3 free checks on the board. Collapsing house, that one.
That's true. Notice the Excalibur in there, but I'm not really in the mood to pay 32 grand for an Excalibur.
Yeah, I mean, it would be extremely rare that would be to your benefit to buy it.
That's it. Oh look, there's another one. Oh, Valiant Knifo, how much was that? 53.
It's a lot for something that nobody can equip.
Well, did you notice that no one could equip it, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the problem. Nobody could wear it.
Ah well, maybe Character 4 can.
Well, let's hope walks somewhere quick. Don't forget with Edgar, like half-price shops, both in Figure Castle and in South Figure World of Room. So that might be something good waiting for you. That ice shield's interesting.
May come in handy.
Yep.
thinking I might want to go to Figaro Castle first.
Before you do anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a fair decision to make. It's the perfect time to go shopping, basically.
I hope I'm
You can
active in
park
the right
down.
spot.
You can park, like, see where that, like, juts out, like, a little bit south, what would that be, southwest of where you park?
Hmm.
Like, the last patch of grass is usually where you'd want to park.
Okay.
So, like, if you walk out of Figaro Castle and just walk straight north, you can park there. It's interesting.
Just 'cause cheap remedy, you never know, I might need it.
Mm-hmm. This is where I do a lot of my item shopping. Like, try to buy as much as you can here. Even if you overbuy something, it's free to sell it back. So if you screw up, like, you can always just sell it back, and because you sell at half price, but you're buying at half price, like, it's a net neutral
I was
change.
kind of hoping to cut out World of Balance South Figaro in replacement for this.
Why don't you just replace it with World of Ruin, South Figaro?
Okay.
Because, like, you have Edgar half-price shops there. See what's there. Just be careful if you're transitioning here because of Doom Gaze.
Have a safety save.
Yeah, we've had that happen.
Yep.
You need to go to the town. There's nothing. Castle's not going to be there. Remember, you have to go through the whole like Edgar check to see the castle. You can still loot just like you would otherwise.
You can tell I'm
Yeah,
not
the
used
goal
to
here-
doing South Figaro World of Ruin.
Yeah, it's just everything's half price here, so there's no reason not to do it. You know what I mean? Like, what if you get half price earrings here?
That's a good point.
Yeah, unfortunately it's crap, but you could get like half price rods or half price anything, and then all of a sudden you're in a really good spot.
Okay.
Or half
There's
price
a lag
rod.
there.
I mean, that's a game changer potentially. You might want to. I mean, the other big thing you have is elixirs.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to sell as well, though.
Yeah, you might have to come back. I mean, you could sell all these swords, and the fire knuckle that gets you there. I was gonna say, Edgar's probably your best person to.
I
load
was
up
thinking,
here.
Edgar. There's no point in doing the basement in World of Ruin.
Yeah. So, are you gonna flip, or what are you doing?
Gonna go to Terra Cave, Esper Cave.
Okay. Remember, you still have Shadows free check, you have Savings free check, so you have a lot of checks to do. So many so that you may want to just start taking like a free fight somewhere if something comes up, like maybe in here.
Well, I was
Just
thinking
to, like,
Imperial
level.
Camp, because you know, it's a check and it's a few fights.
Mm-hmm. Fixed dice is actually important here too.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden now you have a little bit of armor. Couple ribbons. I mean, you have another 40k worth of stuff already to sell.
That's why I wanted to come here.
So, like,
The
if
shop
you're
seemed like they were
really,
being fairly generous on this seed, so
yeah, if you get like Genji Glow, for example, like you may want to just go buy Ragnarok. You may want to do Zen Thief. So you have
yeah.
tons of options at this point.
Oh look, Genji glove.
I think you lean into that with the Ragnaroks. if
I'm
I
gonna
were
have
you.
to, aren't I?
Yeah, I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice not to do it.
Right, so plan is after here, go back to South Figaro World of Ruin, get the second Ragnarok so I can put the Genji glove on, then do the Zen check. So I can do Sabin and I can do the Esper thing there.
Yeah. The only other thing you really need is a little bit of armor. Like you have force armor, which is probably good enough for your Ragnarok user.
I had 2 of
And
them and
then-
it hurt me to sell one of them, but it got me like 18 grand.
It got you across the line on Ragnarok, so it was fair.
You know what, I'm gonna skip that fight because it did say I wanted to do Imperial Camp.
Okay. Yeah, just figure out where you want to route in that fight. You don't have to do it there, but like you do want to get a fight before you get too far ahead of scaling.
Atlas Armlet.
That's huge. So like Genji Glove, Atlas Armlet, you have a guy settled for the suit, probably Edgar.
2 Ragnaroks,
And-
Genji, fucking 2, yeah.
Or you don't even, so Gauntlet, you could just decide to go Gauntlet for a while.
And there's
until you
13
use-
grand as well.
I mean, what you could do, here's an option for you, is buy 2 Ragnaroks. One for the Genji Glove, one for Terra, the Gauntlet.
That's a point.
So, I mean, that's 65k that you need, but you probably have 65k of sellables. Just don't sell any more armor, because you need the armor. Like, you want to sell ribbons and, like, weapons you don't plan on using.
Okay.
Remember, you also want to make sure that that Ragnarok goes on whoever has Ragnarok on. Just so you have, like, the MP to be able to crit with.
Alright. Yeah, it works the same way as like a Luna in that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have a magic spell, then you can't do critical hits.
Never forget that. Oh, Ultima! Times 6!
Yeah, speed too. So speed on the person who's going to be flying for the whole suit.
Okay, I'm gonna go and do Imperial Camp now, then I'm gonna do World of Ruin.
Then go ahead and equip everything. Make sure that you're locked in. Make sure you front row your folks too. Well, Terra doesn't have a sword, remember? So you want to back row everybody but Edgar.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Oh, relics.
Save real quick and then you should be good.
Can't really do anything else really with the relics. The stuff
No.
I've got.
Yeah, all the same, I think it's worth it. So you really want to go in, take advantage of this Imperial camp, and then you're going to be off at level 3. And I think that's
Okay.
the key thing for you now.
It'd be a nice fight.
I mean, that's the best of fights.
Can I revivify these? I'm pretty sure I can.
Didn't even need to say it. No, that's ideal, honestly. Gets you off of level 3.
And the next fight is the same, so there goes enough revivify.
Not necessarily. The next 2 fights are the same, but they're not the best.
Oh, right, okay.
Ooh.
Now we understand.
Yeah, this is an amazing fight, though. So, yeah, take advantage of those. I'd heal if I were you. Because your back attack, like, that could go wrong, so... Yeah, try to get as much as you can for Edgar here. Might have to heal and do some extra work here. If you can get through this fight, though, you're good for the student.
I should be able to. Keyword being short.
Keep healing, keep everybody up as best you can. This is not a safe fight.
Literally on the edge of my seat with this one.
I mean, if you keep critting with with rags, you're good.
Rods are anything I can use.
You can just do as much as you can. Might be worth just having everybody attack once, just to like give them all facing the guy that's gonna hit you, so you can get back attacking.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, Oracle's probably your fastest way through this fight now. I'd take a second. Actually, you know what? You're good. You may want to heal. It's up to you. But you have Ice 2, Bolt 2. You have a lot more for this fight all of a sudden.
I am going to heal because that fight isn't very nice. So I'd be
But
safe and sorry.
You're taking the same fight with like triple the levels. So you should be good here. Yeah, this is about as perfect as you could ask for. This is like getting double Gigantos, but a safer version of it, basically. Yeah, basically you just want Edgar to go as many times as possible, as quickly as possible.
I don't think Sabin's even worth it with this one.
You want to just keep going. Do our bolts when you can. Because, like, there's a lot of downtime between the turns for Edgar. So, like, by the time he is done with Aura Bolt, then you can swing with Edgar. That's the fastest way through those.
Nice.
Yeah, that's unbelievable start.
Yeah, this heat doesn't seem quite so awkward. Mind you, we haven't seen much of the progression yet.
Doesn't even matter because you're gonna just use Ragnarok. and
Good
just
point.
crush everything. I mean, honestly, I would not be shy here. I'd take the ribbon off the saving, sell both your ribbons, and just try to go downhill as fast as you can.
Okay. Flame shield.
I mean, that's my recommendation. Like, when you have this kind of offense, you don't want to be shy.
I'm not gonna go for the offer.
I mean, you couldn't do anything with it. Unless you, I mean, you have fixed dice. That's the only way that you'd be able to take advantage of it.
Okay, I just want to check Father's house before I go to World of Weary.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. You're way ahead of check scaling. Like, you're north of 20 and checks are at 10. Yeah, like I said, don't be shy at this point. Maybe not that. That was a little bold. Remember, you still need the money for Ragnarok.
Yeah, I know. As I was saying before, I've got a habit of that. Can I do it with earrings as well?
If you find them. Yeah, that's the one thing you don't have is earrings. And that second Atlas armlet. So, like, if you can find 4 earrings and 1 Atlas armlet, then all of a sudden you're good.
And there's
You
nothing
already
in
know
the
there's
relic
nothing
shop.
here. Yeah, it's like running shoes if you wanted them. That's the only thing that's there. So remember, you're gonna have
So
to take some extra stuff.
And I want, what, 2 of them?
Yeah, you want to. So, I think Amulet Walring gets you pretty close. Any beads?
Oh, I shouldn't have sold that one.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, no. I just didn't want to sell the Genji.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say Genji on Edgar and Gauntlet on Terra. Put them both in the front row and let them go.
Okay. Thinking of Zen next.
While you're here, go into the inn and heal. So Genji Glove. And then I'd put Gauntlet on Terra.
Okay.
And then if you want to just max out everybody else, put all the like extra shields and everything. Oh, okay, you can get it that way too. Okay, I think you're good.
We're good to go. Oh. So what goodies you get here?
The only thing you didn't do is front row Terra.
Okay.
So it's up to you if you want to hit these boxes just to see if you can get Earring and Atlas Armlet money. You can also try to sell that.
Tiger Fang sell for
Tiger.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, experience tech.
Oh. Yeah, that's. I mean,
Oh,
that goes on
who could have put that on?
Put it on Edgar. Put it on your person with Genji. And then put Atlas on the other one. Put it on Terra. And then all of a sudden, like, you have... So, I don't know if you take the Ragnarok off at this point. Or the Ragnarok Esper.
Oh, right, okay.
Let him just get, like, 1,000 speed. Like, let Edgar just be able to crush anything in the suit. And then he'll be perfectly fine for endgame. Still look for an Atlas Armlet, maybe. But basically, I would turn Tiger Fangs and the Ribbon into money.
It is an idea, but the only thing is, Ragnarok's got Ultima.
Well, yeah, you have Ultima on Edgar, so he has literally nothing that could be a problem. So, like, what you could do is you could put the Speed Esper on Terra, if you find another Esper here. Just to, like, give him something. But, like, Edgar can't lose a fight. Like, there's nothing, like, even Magic Master, like, he's either going to use Ultima or he's going to use his Ragnarok Splitters. Like, there's 2 options for the whole suit. But you have all the offense you could ever ask for and more.
51.
That sucks.
More Atlas Armlet.
I mean, by one. I mean, you only. Fair enough. You only need the one. You don't even need to equip them. You just want it for life.
But what we do want to do is
put Zenseek on. Yeah, just to flip the Esper around and get Terra.
Just checking you learn Ultima is all.
Yeah, that's all you want.
Mind you, at time 6 he's going to learn Ultima, isn't he?
Yeah, well he already did that first fight out of the gate. Like he already has Ultima. So at this point, like you're
okay, well, what I'm going to do now is look for the next character. Go to Bloody Cave. Felt Cave. Shadow Cave. Because in a lot of experience and practice seeds, I've had that be a character a lot of the time.
Certainly an option.
But it can also be an Esper, so... And then I also need them too.
Just pay attention to the sprite when you walk into that room. So if the sprite isn't what you want it to be, just warp out. Yeah, you don't even need offering. You already have one. Like, you have all the offense you need for the team.
I feel like I'm done looting now, to be quite honest.
You basically should be. Only thing that you might want to loot for is just a little bit of defense. Or you want to take maybe a couple dragon fights to like really get yourself built up. Maybe hope for like a force hammer or snow muffler or something. So it's a dead check. Do you want the dead check?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as you see that's not an Esper character, that's you already know that's a dead check.
I'm hoping I don't regret my decision now with the next boss. Oh, okay.
That's fine. You have ice too on a few characters too. Remember, you had that ice shield. So here's my suggestion for you. You can do what you will. I would put the Esper back on Terra's Esper, the Ragnarok Esper, back on Edgar after the fight.
Okay.
So that he's getting speed plus with that the setup that he has. Because he has the experience edge. So like if there's a good bonus on Esper, it should go on the character with the experience edge.
Okay. So put Ragnarok back on Edgar.
Yeah, and then do whatever else you have.
Okay. Ultimate's just been learned anyway, so.
Well, that was also part of it. Is like.
And there's another Genji glove. Fuck it out.
I mean, you're so built up at this point. I wouldn't even worry about it. You might want to look for earrings. It's the only thing I'd even consider shopping for.
Nope. Find one.
That's a great find.
I was going to say, isn't that murder protection?
No, only red jacket, not red jacket.
Okay. That's why I'm getting confused about.
Honestly, I don't think you need anything itemized. You got all that stuff from Figaro Cave.
Okay, do Edgar's checks.
Okay.
I do a couple of checks that lead into each other, you see, so. Oh, the cave.
Yeah, you want the cave this time. Yeah, I don't have any problem with any of the checks because you have so many available. You really just need to pick a few and just do them. At this point, you're better off just not being shy. Just go for it. Just don't forget the whole Esper swap thing that we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the goal is, like, when you have an Esper with a good bonus and an experience egg, like, you really want to lean into that as much as you can. And honestly, like, getting Doom on a utility character so that he can cast it for Final Kafka, like,
that's my thinking.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that you want. Yeah, at this point, like, your focus has to be start hitting checks and just go as fast as you can.
I've got a few fast checks that are open to me, and I've also got Floating Continent, which is another multi-check if we need to do that.
Yeah, so Shadow is your last character. Floating Continent is the most likely character check, I would say. One of the two.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to. If you're going to do it, I'd do it quickly. Like, I'd do it, like, coming out of here if you're going to do it.
That's what I was thinking. Do that multi-check and then start doing the quicker checks after that. So I should start getting everything I need after that.
Yeah, basically, like, as soon as you find character 5, chase character 6, and then do all your fast checks.
Okay.
And you'll be in a pretty good spot. The other thing that FC gives you is a good chance at... Sorry.
That's alright, go on.
No, so it gives you a good chance to get money for Zen Thief. Because that's the other gap you have. Zen Thief may or may not be an Esper for it. So, Zen Thief...
Didn't I check it in World of Ruin, and he
World
said,
of Ruin.
"Do you want it?" So doesn't
But
that
you
mean
only get the hint in World. You only can get the hint in World of Balance.
Ah, okay. And it's also 51 grand, so I'm probably better off going to World of Balance and seeing if it's cheaper.
Right. Well, at this point, you have Gradius, 2 sets of fixed dice, offering a second Genji glove. You have stuff to sell.
I wonder if any of the other characters can equip a fixed dice. I mean,
if you want to put fixed dice on them,
I don't necessarily want to like use it all the time, but if they need to use it.
Nope. Only Terra can.
Terra's a Ragnarok user.
But you didn't.
Oh.
Are you in Ancient Castle?
Yes, I was meant to.
Well, you have to dig first.
Myself?
Yeah, sorry, I'm distracting you.
It's alright. I get easily distracted anyway by myself, so don't worry about it.
But yeah, this is really a good situation for you. With like all the Ragnaroks in the world. Half price. Like, basically you just need to go downhill.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much set up here.
The only thing you might want to think about here is learn Ultima on one more character so you have like KT taken care of. So if you wanted to swap for one fight just to like guarantee Ultima on Sabin or Shadow, it might be worth it.
That's a good point. I'm not taking Ragnarok off, but...
Yeah, it sucks to take it off, but like take it off for one fight and then you don't have to think about it again. You just start back on Edgar and he's good for the seed.
Should have saved on a different slot then as well.
You don't have to worry about it. This is going to be about as safe a fight as you can imagine.
Yeah, I don't feel worried.
Yeah, I can't see a dragon being a threat to you at this point. It's going to be a level 12 dragon. You're like level 22. Like you're essentially guaranteed to one-shot it.
Oh, you had to crit, didn't you? Oh, crap.
Yeah. I guess Edgar's going to be healing. Even if he doesn't, I don't think it's a big deal. I try to heal him and sneak it in.
Ah, well.
That's a shame, because that was your ultimate.
Yeah, I probably should have brought him up first. I was too hasty with that.
All the same, like, experience really matters on Edgar and Terra.
Yeah, that's true.
There's your character, by the way.
That's also
So
got
that
some nice free
kinda...
checks.
That takes the pressure off you going to FC.
Yeah, it does actually.
So I mean, Narsh is looking awfully good now.
Yeah, I'll have to go to World of Balance first, start the Lone Wolf thing, then come back in World of Ruin, do the Dragon.
Well, why wouldn't you do all of World of Balance? Because you don't have Umaro, right? So like, go do Lone Wolf, go do Kefka Narsh, go do Weltrack, go do Moogle Defense.
Okay.
It's all World of Balance.
Yeah, that's doing double than what I thought. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, like you have 4 checks that are available to you right now in World of Balance Narsh. That's a big cluster for you to knock out. The only other thing that you might want to think about doing is some of Sabin's checks.
Okay.
But I'd say Narsh is like the obvious value, especially because you're still chasing character 6.
So
but you could probably still
be
get
doing
value.
Sabin's check second, then go to Narsh first.
pretty much, yeah. That's what I'd recommend. Just all that density, there's too much there. It's almost absolutely the best place to go. Remember, you're not fully healed up.
That's why I'm going to bucket.
And don't forget, don't forget to trigger Lone Wolf. You have a lot to do here.
So it's Lone Wolf, Kefka at Nash, Moogle defense, Whelk check. No, fuck's sake. Lone Wolf, Whelk check, Kefka at Nash, then Moogle defense.
Yep. Yeah, just on the way as you're going up here, just go straight to Whelk. The only way this really goes wrong is if, say, like Magimaster's here, but you have the cheat code for Magimaster, right? You have Ultima on everybody.
Yes, yeah. At least 2 people have got Ultima. I'm just waiting for the 3rd.
Right. So take advantage of it. If you get something that you don't like, just use Ultima. Same thing like Poltergeist or whoever.
I'm leader.
Yeah, don't think you're gonna need Ultima here.
Just want to see what that is. Not grazed.
I mean, it's a 50% HP bonus, so it's better than nothing.
Because with someone with Atma or VK.
I mean, it's also just 50% more HP.
And that.
So like tier 1, tier 2 becomes less dangerous if you have somebody with more HP.
Maybe put a utility character with that Esper on before a dragon.
Honestly, before you do Kefka and Archer, I would put it on Edgar.
Okay.
Lone Wolf. Like if Lone Wolf doesn't give you anything decent. I mean, I think you have to grab. Well, wait. You're not doing Lone Wolf?
Or should do that for? Oh yes, so do that first.
Yeah, I'd reset and just do Lone Wolf.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, because it's going to teleport you back to the bottom.
Yeah, I forgot it to teleport you. No worries, I'm not losing a lot there.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of people save there, just in case they want the item off Lone Wolf instead of the, like, you know, the Esper of the character.
The reason I save is just in case I mess up the actual, you know, Kefka and Nash skill. Even though I just do the slow skill.
That's fair.
Don't want the Ragnarok, I've already got 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're good on Ragnaroks for this. There are people that would, like, say, oh, you know what, I'm putting Ragnaroks on everybody. You don't need Ragnaroks on everybody. That would have been a bad miss. Missing Golden. So, I mean, I'd say save and then go in. I mean, see if that's strength plus, you put it on Edgar. 1,000%.
It is strength plus. Only +1, but it's still strength plus.
Yeah, I mean, probably Ramu on Terra, maybe? Just to give her some extra health. I mean, I think that settles you in pretty well. So at this point, like, Edgar's getting strength. He's going to be really strong at the end of this. He's already gotten like 20 points of speed too. Terra's getting HP, which means that she'll be relatively good even with just Ragnarok. You know, because she doesn't have great defense right now. So like, it's all the right choices in terms of like how you're set up.
Okay.
I definitely would say try to find a seed at some point and just save state this and practice doing the fast skip.
I was thinking about that, yeah. Because I reckon I can get it. I did have Moogle defense skip at one point. I've kind of need to do a save state and relearn that one properly, because now it's like every now and again.
Don't be shy with Edgar. Edgar has one job.
For some reason I thought he was second in line and had already put in his thing. Didn't realise he was at bottom.
Yeah, it flipped him right on the way the party was set up.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, at this point, like, Edgar and Tara, just, they're swinging unless it's something that they can't swing at.
That's another offering, okay.
Well, I mean, if you really want to know the Ragnarok, you could do that.
The sea gives you all the toys, like, fair dues.
Yeah, you have money for all the toys.
Right, I need to go to Zen after here as well. Here's character 6.
There's your character 6. Now, this gives you a few options, right? So, he gives you the chance to peek Fanatic's Tower and see if that's a Esper. Also, like, you have all savings checks, you have Zen Thief, you have Marshal of the Room. So, like, you have places to go to try to get to, you know, 5 more Espers, basically. Because that's basically your goal. Like, you've got your character set up, now you want to do all the other checks that you skip really fast.
It's that one, isn't it?
Yep, right where you're at. Yeah, basically, once the guy starts approaching you on the left, you want to take like a half step right, and then you want to go around all the way to the bottom of that rock you're under right now. And then walk right by that guy. Perfect.
Goddess.
So, Edgar's taking
Should
a
be
swing here,
okay.
so- Yeah, just don't go too fast, because love token. Just remember, like, if you get love token, you're gonna have to ultimate your way through the rest of this fight.
Doesn't matter. That was probably one of the shortest Goddess fights I've ever done.
Yeah, the only way that could have been faster is if Edgar was on the left side and you back attacked her. Like, that was literally the only thing that could have gone differently.
Okay, Shadow's learned his Ultima, so Ragnarok can go back on Edgar now.
Well, he has Strength Plus, which is better than Speed.
Which, yeah, so, okay. That's a good point, so I'll probably leave
you don't
him
even
where
need to
it
do
is.
anything. Yeah. The only thing that, if you want to throw, like, Ultima on Saving, but that's, like, an extra. Like, I wouldn't even say you need to do that. I'd say you're good the way you are. Only thing you don't have is Earring, basically.
Yeah, still haven't found them. I'm gonna go to Zen, because I still want the item, the Zen Thief there.
Yeah, I don't think you're shy. Sell 2 your offerings and just buy whatever's in Thief
yeah,
is. As long as it's an Esper. If it's not an Esper, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd see this as Earrings, though.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a shame. X-Cal or offerings. Or whatever.
I didn't realise I had 3, I thought I had 2, but okay.
No, yeah, you had 3. That's my point. Like, yeah, just sell them. You're not going to use them.
No, I don't need anything from there.
So, savings checks,
Yep,
savings
check. I am doing this one. Baron Falls.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. Just knock out like Baron Falls, start just chunking these away. You don't even have to take that like step to the left there. You can just go straight up and
Oh right, okay.
it'll triggers the dialogue. That's like super minor optimization.
I remember that one.
Remember, you're swinging a lot with saving. Yep, last 2 fights now, you.
I
you
know,
slowly
it's
saving.
his placement in the party. I might have to move him, you know.
I mean, if that's confusing you, yeah, go
It
ahead and do
seems to
it.
be, yeah. Okay, you didn't really want a character, but
I mean, it was a fast check, so not too punishing. So what's the next move?
what would be fast? Zozo?
I mean, it's an option. What about just saving and looking at what Phantom Train is?
Yeah, good point. I'll do that one actually, just in case.
But save before you go in. If it's not an Esper, back
Then I
out.
can reset out.
Right. Make sure you save. Don't screw that part up.
Oh, I will.
I've done that before where I forgot to save right before I walk in. It's like, all right, well, I'm going back to Barren Falls, my bad. But yeah, I mean, if it's Esper, that's the fastest way to just
Please
pick
be
one
an
up.
Esper.
I mean, if it's not, then so be it. But
Hey, Fenrir as well.
it's not a bad one to find. So now you have Golem and Fenrir. Just keep walking left. Like, force yourself to the left as much as possible.
Okay.
When those ghosts like, start getting awkward like that, just seriously hold to the left and like let them get out of your way. You don't want to give ground. If you like walk back and forth, like you might lose your like position.
Ah, right, okay.
And it's longer.
So it's to do with the way they're coded. If you like push against them, they'll move out the way, sort of thing.
Well, if you like go left and right, you might end up like a step further away. That's on the warp. You don't want to play games here.
Not at all.
Yeah, level 90 magic is not one to mess with.
Even if we've got loads of Ragnaroks, no level magics.
Even so, yeah, you don't want to play games there. So, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to do Zozo, Zozo's a fair check to do. Colts is a fair check to do.
Colts is quick as well.
I mean, if you were gonna try to sneak FC in, this would be the time.
What,
if you
like,
really felt
jump out on the airship?
Well, you need 3 Espers, so you need 3 checks. So, like, going while you still need 3, I wouldn't do it when you only need 2.
Oh my god. Accidentally pressed A on there.
Remember, you're back row here, so if this is a rough fight, you may want to. It's not.
Not even gonna wait, I'll just hit him.
I mean, even from the back row, I think Edgar and Tara together finish this fight. Any of these guys will kill a fish. You don't have to wait for Tara and Edgar specifically on this one. Now the boss, you do need like Edgar and Tara, but for the small fish, like, you only need to do like 200 damage to them.
Might have been better off just using an Ultima then.
It's the same difference. It would have been maybe a hair faster, but it was only because he got his turn. It was the only reason it took a while.
Zozo. Let me check the Esper actually, the one that picked up. Oh!
Try to turn that down.
I want Exo.
I mean, you don't need that soon. Remember, you have Doom, so
That is a good
that
point.
sounds redundant. The only thing that would be
What's the bonus
kind of
on it?
interesting,
Strength +2. I'm going to
I mean-
swap this round. Where's Edgar?
I mean, putting that on Edgar makes a lot of sense. And put the strength 1 on Taro.
Okay, save again because of what the setup. And we're good to go.
So if you're gonna do the like faster checks, I mean, if I were you, I'd try to avoid doing floating continent at this point. Now that you kind of committed to doing this chain. Like doing
Yeah, I've got a
Zozo
feeling
and-
floating continent is a bit of a bad idea. Yeah, I'm not feeling floating continent.
That's fair. No, I was just saying that was an option. Honestly, I would probably try to avoid it too, just because it's 10 minutes of commitment.
Yeah.
So like, what you do have on your plate though is like Colts, Mowgli's. I'd
I
still
was
say
thinking
Fanatics
Colts,
Towers, but
Mowgli's as well, yeah.
Fanatics Tower is not a bad one to check here.
Okay.
So you can guarantee that that's an Esper. Also, Tritalk. So
Yeah, that's
Tritalk would
usually
be
an
a
Esper.
good way. It's also a good way to kind of get close to Skip too, because you're starting to get close. You really don't want to take Edgar's turn, do you? Honestly, I just hang out. Because, like, between Terra and Edgar, you're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I reckon so. You like Meteo with me?
He'll auto counter flare, even if it's a sword proc flare.
Yeah, you
That's why
mentioned
he
it on
does
the
that.
last one. I think I was muted when I
Oh, well,
confirmed
yeah.
that earlier. Yeah, it happened with an Illumina proc.
Yeah, that's what happens. Is he'll like there's one time I came in and my only offense was like flare and pearl, like the spells. And he was like countering. He did like Ultima Fallen one
Oh,
and like Goner, like just consecutively. It was bad.
Esper, yes.
There you go.
Right, Colts, Mowgli's. I've gone to the right
What's this?
one. Is that the right one on
What's
the
this
other
one?
side?
Other
That's the other side.
There you go. Yeah, that's like the returner side of it.
Don't think I used my sleeping bag there, did I?
You don't really have to. Not every check. Like the reason to use sleeping bags is if you're like weak, or at least a little bit weak. Like if you're just down like say 10 or 20% of your health, if you're down to like 10%, you should heal. But you're good. Like you don't have to worry about it.
I changed Edgar's spot because you know I've been skipping his turn, so.
But anyway, like the reason to do it is so that you have like the magic spells or like crit MP, because it's an MP crit weapon.
Yeah.
Especially with Edgar. So Edgar, you have to really watch his MP because he's losing double the MP every time he swings because of the two, like the Genji Glove 2 Ragnarok. So he's gonna run out of MP faster than Terra will.
Okay.
Everything else being equal.
Ah, I wonder when he's going to turn up.
Well, so remember, Ragnarok's not going to do a lot here.
Oh. No, it's not. I'll go from the Ultimas. We'll get Shadow back off.
Yeah. Yeah, you want Ultima away here, as much as you can.
Okay, kill Shadow again.
Yeah, this is going to get a little hairy if you can heal.
I knew I should
So
have
if you're
healed and used them
lucky-
sleeping bags before coming in here.
Hindsight.
Ah well.
Yeah, I'd say just Ultima and see what happens.
I'm waiting because I want the experience for Shadow. And if I want to make sure I can heal Shadow before, in case he dies again. I knew it. Oh, so he killed Edgar as well. Okay, so that screwed up the plan. I was meant to do life 2 with Edgar on Shadow, that's what I was trying to do.
Understood. Like to? Try to sneak us in. Try to like load up Ultima on Tail or on Edgar here. Because you know that like he'll either die or he won't die.
Miss, nice. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's a shame. Edgar, if
Magic Master's
here,
just being
like,
a knob
Edgar-
today.
Yeah. But Edgar's the person with the experience head.
Yeah.
So like he's ahead of everybody. Him losing one fight isn't gonna be too painful. I mean it sucks, but it's not like the end of the world either. So
Just go down the thing.
here's your here's the question. Do you want to try Madeline or not? Sorry, Mobley's or Tritalk? Tritalk gets you closer to Skip, and you're kind of close to Skip range here.
I am on 18.
So I'm not against trying it and just seeing what happens.
Let's see if they used a bucket as well.
It's also the dragon too, right? So like you can make up for that fight you just lost.
That's it. Ah.
You may want to take a spin through your inventory because you do have like force armor, a couple other things.
Oh, okay.
Like Edgar died really fast though.
Oh, Behemoth suit as well.
So yeah, sometimes like you get locked in on just going and you forget that like yeah, I picked up a bunch of armor.
I've done
along
that
the way.
on a few seeds in the past, yeah.
Yeah, I mean Terra's effectively good. I mean Behemoth suit makes Edgar better. It would be nice to get like a if you happen to get like a snow muffler on somebody, it would be nice, but like that's it's not worth going out of your way for either, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's like take the dragon, see if you get an Esper out of Tritalk. If everything goes well, he's not undead.
Oh no, that's not going to work against him, is it? It's...
Yeah, you're just gonna have to swing away.
No worries. It's fine, I'm sure you'll die.
It won't take long.
It's because of its sprite, it's what it is.
Yeah,
Looks like one
that
of the
is a
other undead
solid-
monsters.
Yeah, it is.
Another experience egg, okay.
Run on Terra just to get her some extra levels, maybe. So just remember, like Edgar and Terra need to swap with that Atlas armor that you bought before Final Capital. Not now.
Oh, okay.
Let him get it. So like, that's like one of the last things that you want to do, or you want
Alright.
to do it before you go into KT. just so you can like maximize their damage during Kefka. If you're worried about the pawn, like the statue fights, you could put the Atlas Arm on early. I assume you're fine with what you got, right? Like you're not too worried at this point, presumably on your party.
That's it, I'm not.
But if for some reason you were, what you could do is throw your Atlas Armors on. You might have to use Shadow's turn. Yeah, I don't think Terra kills him. When you're on the fight command, the weight tracking doesn't like take effect.
Ah, okay.
It only takes effect on like any of the other commands.
Yeah, it might just stick to in the actual magic menu then.
I mean that's fine too. Mimic works, but not but just normal fight command like doesn't stop the ATB. All right, so you have 20, or yeah, 20 checks. You have your unlock. You can warp out if you want.
Then I forget about that one. Last warp stone as well.
You have the magic too.
Okay, so
I mean,
no place.
I would say just do middle path. Is there a reason you want to do Mooglies?
Well, the quick check, but if you reckon middle path will be a little bit quicker,
if you're
I'll go
just,
for middle path.
you just need 2 checks, right? Middle path is Toilet Atma and
Yeah, I'm on
the
20,
dragon.
so yeah.
Just throw everybody in the middle and go. If you just need 1 check and a fast track, like Opera House is probably better. So like if that's what you really wanted, I would have just said go to Opera House. But you need 1 more after that anyway. So it makes more sense to just take the 2 in middle path.
Alright.
But yeah, if you're ever just like, I need 1 check, I don't care where it comes from, Opera House is usually the best answer.
Okay.
Now technically, I usually route Opera House in early in the scene, like within the first, say, 20 minutes. But that's also because I'm looking for like power that you already have. Like I'm looking for Ragnarok's Illumina's levels. You didn't have any of those concerns in this scene. It's literally like the only way this fight takes any more time. This Shadow getting hit there. Oh, let's take turn somebody.
I didn't realise that Shadow was stopped then. Oh good. So that's 1 of 2 checks done.
Yeah, basically go in. So what I would say is, so in this situation, like you have warp magic, so it's not a big deal. But if you didn't, just use your third party to go up the hook. There's gonna take care of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is why you spend all that time in the rest of the seed, like Strength Plus and Gauntlets and Genji Gloves out for this, so that you can really just fly through endgame.
I believe it's Terra with it, isn't it? Yeah.
If you're worried about any of your paths, which you shouldn't be, then you can always save before you land in.
I
That would be the only
usually
thing.
What, save before going to KT here?
Yeah, just in case, like, you know, first fight you take something terrible, like Doom Days or something, and you're just not ready for it. It's the only thing you have to think about there.
Okay, so party 2, you.
It's up to you, I guess.
What would you say
It's not
that's
bad.
Okay.
You have way more offense in the middle than you need, but I guess it's not bad. Just go ahead, throw them on and do what you're gonna do. So, the reason I paused there a little bit was like, you know Terra's good, you know Edgar's good. Either of them would be fine on their own path. But now, like, you're taking a little bit of a risk with, I forget which one between Save and Shadow doesn't have it.
Oh, make a job.
So yeah, if this fight is something terrible and you can't take it, like, you may have to swap out. Just be ready to make that call if you have to.
Okay.
Like, you weren't really putting a lot in the I think it's Shadow. I forget who had ultimate, who didn't. One of your guys doesn't have ultimate though. Okay, so Shadow has it. This is actually a good fight.
I'm glad I taught him Ultima.
Yeah, this is about as free as it gets. 3 ultimas and you're done. Just remember, Saban has a tough one in front of him. It might be a tough fight for him if he doesn't have ultima.
Okay.
You may want to just look and see if you can wear like any of the weapons you have. Like,
yeah, I've still got a fixed dice offering for emergency situations. Maybe this could be one of them emergency situations.
Right. So that's where you get a little creative. Like, if something like this happens, like, take a second to see if Satan can wear something to kind of sneak through.
Oh, save. Not that one.
I'd do the save and fight next if I were you.
Okay.
Like, there's 0% chance that there's any problem with. Yeah, you can't wear any of the above. Drago with offering might be your backup here. It's actually it's a smart move on your part to do that.
I think it's the best move, to be fair. No one can use the Atma either. Well, saving cool, but I haven't been putting work into him. Into Atma, rather.
Yeah, just
target,
try to
though.
just try to heal, keep yourself as full as you can. You might want to throw Perlin, maybe?
Okay.
If something terrible happens here, try to heal Strahd or life to him.
Let's go for the body, dude.
You want to take one of the arms out here because that's
okay.
the worst thing. So he won't be dealt with. You may want to throw an X potion or something stronger, just to like keep him alive. That's painful burning an X potion, but
I do have a mega elixir that I got off Magic Master though.
Exactly. This is also a good point for another Pearl win while everybody's maxed out here. Then just let Strago throw away after this turn.
Okay.
So even though it's painful that it came back, like you're also safe from Delta hit because you broke the other arm because you're doing alternating like times. So it's actually, even though it sucks, it's also like a good thing for you.
Right.
Yeah, that was a really good use of offering, I suppose.
I'm glad I kept the fixed ice and offering just in case.
Yeah, that's why you never sell all of your stuff. Like, you always want an emergency thing like that.
Yeah.
Like, that can save you in a siege. It's also why you want to, like, take elemental shields and have them available. Like, Thunder Shield would have went a long way in that fight. Which Mog had it on. But you may want to take that off, too. Now that I think about it. Because he's not in your real core party.
No, he's not.
Doesn't matter. Just as long as like your breakable shields on the character you can get to. You may want to put like Golem, Fender, or something on. It's the only thing to think about at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, so it's up to you if you just want to power through like.
Right, so both of you got Fenrir and go, you know what, I'm happy with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Because they're going to be in my main party, aren't they? So I'm totally happy with that.
Well, yeah, but they're also your physical attackers too. So you're gonna have to waste a turn on two of your best characters to just.
Yeah, that is a good point actually, thinking about it, yeah.
So like, I'd say after the Poltergeist fight,
Put it on
I would
Shadow.
swap them off. Yeah, I'd take them both off. Put Fenrir on like on save and Golem on Shadow or vice versa.
Okay.
Like, I don't see any reason why you would have it on Edgar and Terra, whose like only job is the same. Also, don't forget you have that EXP egg too. So like you want to swap off the experience egg.
Okay.
So like that's your last little bit of setup is put Alice on once on Terra and Edgar, and then take Fenrir Golem off, put them on your other two characters, and then literally I don't think anything can beat you at that point. Like it's gonna be a relatively smooth end game, I would assume. But you still have one more fight, so.
Just one more.
Okay, fair enough. If you're gonna do that, I'd say just take the experience eggs off too. That way you don't forget anything. Like, just go all in.
Go back to you, take the eggs off.
Yeah, Atlas Armlet. And Atlas Armlet.
Okay, boom.
So, go ahead and see how much damage you do now.
Oh, Moogle Charm.
Yeah, you took the Moogle Charm. You got smoke bombs.
Really good at
Honestly,
forgetting about Moogle Charms.
Well, honestly, if you want to, just go with it.
I have to wait until like the square right before now. I mean before Final Kafka.
No, you could do it the same spot. This is Ultra's 4, so Chupon's gonna pop up here.
Okay. Probably should have held Terra's attack there.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, it died
That's
anyway,
why
doesn't matter.
It didn't matter. When you're hitting for this much, it's like everything's a non-issue. It's like didn't get any experience, doesn't matter. There are people like Schwans who will like take off all their stuff and get their like Fenrir's, Golems, like everything before they even go into KT. Like that's when you saved outside. That's when he would have fixed it on his suit. Go ahead and don't forget your Atlas.
I know, I'm doing it a square before the switch. Because I don't trust random encounters.
There's no encounters in the
Oh.
safe spot room in the middle.
Oh, right, okay then. Doesn't matter. I remember that.
And also in this room, there's no encounters, so you would have been fine.
Fair enough. Right, I'm pretty sure I've got Doom. Did I get Mute at any point?
Not that I'm aware of. At least not that I noticed.
Okay, we'll just have to hit him really hard then.
I would still say get Tiger down first on tier 2.
Get Tiger down first.
Don't be shy. Yeah, just when you have this kind of offense, just force Tiger down to get him away from doing any Revivified or Doom Tusk.
So Tiger Magic then hit.
Yes. Yeah, the last thing you should do on tier 2 is hit. So 10 hit should be the last thing you see. Shadow. Yep. Yep, Doom. Everybody hits the head. I realized what I said after I said it. It's like, okay, yeah, that's
It's all good.
Yeah, just get out of the menu, let your ATBs run with those guys. If you want to do an ultimate, just get out of this fast.
Yep, I was thinking that too.
So Edgar's turn finishes this way. You don't even have to do anything else.
Hey, nice and quick.
As quick as it gets. So weight tricking is important because they're gonna get like their chain of 3 turns off at the beginning.
Okay.
See what they do to you. Make sure they don't like hit somebody or whatever. Alright, you could probably swing with Edgar and Terra at this point. Okay, perfect. You may want to just do a nice 2 here on that Tiger. So he has 30,000 HP. So just swing magic. You don't even need anybody else to do anything.
That's fight's going down really easy.
That's economy of action there, where like if you know that Tiger has 30,000 HP and you did 29,000, basically, it's like, okay, I'm already good. I just need to do one ice 2 and I did enough. So like I sit here and I count the damage as I go.
I'm doing Fenrir
Did you
for
kill-
10 hits.
You already killed Magic?
I believe so. Oh, I thought I did. I thought I heard him die.
Yeah, just maybe hold up for a second here, see what happens. Don't do anything extra because you're gonna get 10 hits of trigger here.
Okay.
So wait and see, like, if anybody doesn't make it here, you're gonna be annoyed. Alright, you're good. Go ahead and Edgar takes a turn to...
Making sure Sabin is on the right health because on tier 3, if he comes in with Merton, he might not survive.
Right. Sabin's actually like one of the more important characters. So if you get Merton here, Edgar probably dies. So you want to life 2 him with Sabin.
Okay.
Yeah, Edgar gets... Terra by herself probably kills Lady. Or the head, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I call it Lady as well.
I think it's actually called Lady. I think it's Lady and Slade. But Terra takes care of that by herself. So
like normal ellipses?
Yeah, down to bottom. Further down.
I've got a megalith,
Oh,
so I wanted
no.
to save that for tier 4 though.
You might have like tier 2.
I haven't got any cure spells.
Yeah, you don't.
I've got nothing in the way of healing. I'm just gonna attack.
So, swing once. Yeah, swing once here. So, just hold your turn for a second.
Okay.
So, what you want to see is how close you get to 30k. Okay, go ahead and use Golem. And then swing with Edgar. So, what Edgar's going to do here is he'll trigger Calmness.
Okay.
Because he did 28,000. So, Edgar's going to clear his 40k.
Nice.
So that's more of the value of just being able to know like HPs and things like that. Is it kind of gives you the ability to just say, you know what, I don't even need to think about anything else that could happen at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely
Like,
see the sense in it.
like you didn't even need to heal Edgar. You could have sat there for 5 or 6 extra turns trying to keep Edgar up, and he uses Merton W Wind and messes with you. You burn a Megalix around tier 3. You didn't even have to. You just went away. You're good.
I was
That's where
literally
Edgar,
saving it for here, unless I push past forward one.
if you got hit one more time on tier 3, I would have said use your Mega on tier 3, just to like get out of tier 3 no matter what. You might want to just use something, like a shield or something. Just to get out of this, what do you call it, phase. You don't really need to trigger anything with anybody else at this point.
Okay.
It's probably finishing it.
Boom.
Your juice.
I didn't press the wrong button this time.
There you go.
That was a
That
fun
was
seed, that was.
That was a fun seed. Like, you had all the offense and the
Yeah, man.
Tyrannosaurs. Those Tyrannosaurs set you up for the whole seed, honestly.
A lot happier with that time than the one I had before as well.
Yeah, between us, I don't see you losing that one. That's, you were going. You did good there. You did really good.
I'm hoping one of these races is a win, to be honest.
Yeah, that one in particular, I feel pretty strongly about that. You, like, unless he happens to find the same secret combination that you did, and he took the exact same route you did, like, it's
Yeah.
going to be hard for somebody to beat you with all the offense that you have.
There were a lot of toys though, so
Well, yeah, but the toys that you did, so you took the fast toys. Somebody else could have taken, like, Fixed Dice Offering, or
yeah.
Atma
Well, I know
Offering,
fixed
or
dice takes
Ultima.
ages, and yeah.
So, like, there are fast toys and slow toys on that one. You picked the fast toys. That was really the difference in my mind.
Exclamation mark done, is it?
In the time.
At the time.
Exclamation. Yeah.
120,
done, and then-
117.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, he joined, so I'm. Oh, they didn't.
You cannot finish this race as it is not started or is already finished.
Yeah.
And what's happened there?
So, like, somebody has to type in. So, Turdsman, I think, has to hit start async.
Ah, right, okay. Is it because he joined, is it?
Well, he started the room. I think.
Ah.
I don't think I could do it. So like if you go up in the room, you see where it has like all the commands, like it says ready, unready, all that stuff, like at the top of the race room.
Yeah.
So under that like text box, there's like don't forget to start async to finalize race details. He needs to type that command in, basically.
Oh, okay. So it's not something I've done then.
Yeah, no, that's just because he started the room and he didn't quote unquote start the async.
Ah, okay.
It didn't trigger. That's why when you put your time in, it didn't work.
Ah, fair enough. I'll keep the time off and keep things going for a minute then.
I'm sure that they're in the middle of something. Especially with the, like they're running the seed right now. That bus is just getting the mod down at Ancient Castle.
Ah, right.
So that's about where he's at in the seed.
Ah. I was thinking back there wasn't that much in terms of like mistakes that are made. Maybe like a couple of little movement errors, but that's about it.
Well, yeah, but those movement errors are like, say, like a second here or there. Like, I wouldn't even worry about stuff like that. So like, where you could have saved time. Let me think about that for 2 seconds.
Because like
I mean,
I'm
really?
always willing to improve, you see. So
Yeah, no. I mean, the only things that I kind of in the moment was kind of like maybe it could have helped you, maybe it couldn't have. I wouldn't have done Mount Zozo. I probably would have looked at Fanatic's Tower.
okay.
So
Yeah,
Fanatic's Tower
didn't
is a
end up doing
guaranteed
that, did I?
esper. So Fanatic's Tower is 3 checks. It's a dragon, the box at the top of it, and the character / esper at the bottom. If you needed an esper and that was a guaranteed esper, instead of having to do middle path KT or going out of your way to do World of Rim Narsh, like you could have gotten your requirements out of Fanatic's Tower.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
would have
I thought it was 2 checks, not 3. Fair play.
Yeah, that's 3 checks because of the box at the top counts as a high tier item check.
Ah, right.
Like right before you fight the Magimaster.
Yeah,
like that
yeah, because you
check.
do get a high tier item in there, of course.
Yeah, that's actually that counts. Like after that fight, you get a check tallied. I mean, in terms of, there's a few minor things with just like alignment of how you were taking some of the fights, like swinging with Sabin, not Edgar, stuff like that, which is minor.
Yeah, that was just a silly little mistake on my part. That was because I used to have him being in the second slot.
Right. Well, yeah, and again, that's super minor. That's not like.
Yeah.
You lost 5 seconds here or there. Some of your weight tricking would be good for you to work on a little bit.
Okay.
So you picked weird times to weight trick. Sometimes you were weight tricking with the fight command, which basically didn't do anything for weight tricking, even though I think you intended to. But then there are other times where you actually were weight tricking and you're holding up your like turns with Edgar and Taro.
Okay.
So like you had to when you got out of your menu, you waited for Edgar and Tara's turn to finish, and then their ATB charged. So you had to wait 5 seconds for them to actually take a turn.
Maybe we could have a session on that one day.
Yeah, that's a really nuanced thing where it's like optimizing the turns of your characters where it makes the most sense. So like if you have somebody that's really going good offensively, you really want to optimize their amount of turns relative to how many the boss takes. So like you want to trigger their turn and then weight trick with a second character after their command's already entered, because that's maximizing how many turns that character gets relative to the boss or whoever you're fighting. So you have to play that a little bit differently. It doesn't mean that you're like minimizing how many turns the boss takes total. It minimizes how many they're taking relative to your best character, if that makes sense. So like sometimes you let a boss take an extra turn, but it's because you're getting your character more turns, and you're like getting through a fight instead of like a minute, it's like 50 seconds. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
you're saving a little bit of time because you're not sitting there with dead time. You're just watching ATB charge and doing nothing.
Okay.
So like, there's a little bit of like efficiency in your like fight that you could get. Again, that's a really like it would be a nuance all the way up to like elixir. Like nobody would even notice it. Like until you're at elixir level. Like there are
Yeah,
people
yeah.
in elixir that probably can't do that like optimally. So like that's a really really advanced thing.
Maybe something if we can start learning and trying to get that down now, then.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm bringing it up. Like just something for you to think about.
Yeah, man,
Like
definitely.
if you ever watch me do a seed, and
Yeah, I
you know,
have a
not
few
to toot
times.
my own horn, but like when I'm in, I selectively weight trick instead of just weight trick to like minimize turns. I weight trick to like stop the thing, like stop the boss's timer whenever it's going relative to my best character's turns. It's like I
Okay.
have like I bolt 3 on Realm and she's about to cast it. Well, I want to weight trick that so that the boss doesn't take like a ton of turns while Realm's going. But then as soon as Realm takes her turn, I'll just stop weight tricking. And like if the boss takes a turn, so be it. I don't really care because I'm as soon as Realm gets her input selected, then I care again. So like you want to optimize your best damage characters. And if you have two of them, you want to like play off each other. So like in that seed, like whenever Edgar's like swinging, like I want Terra to go with max ATV, then I weight trick. Then
Okay.
Terra goes, and then I let
Ah, I see what you're
Edgar
saying,
go
yeah.
max out. So like I don't really care if the boss takes an extra 1 or 2 turns. That's not going to hurt me. What I want to do is maximize how quickly my characters are swinging. Because like
Okay.
the fastest way through the fight and through the seed is alternating as quickly as possible between Edgar and Terra, and like them, the more they're swinging, the faster bosses are dead.
Yeah, my offense was crazy with them two.
Yeah, you won't get that lucky all that often, but that was another thing that I'll say was like extremely, extremely good. I don't know if you would have done that without me saying it. As far as like, did you think about World of Ruin, South Figaro? If
I
you
will
have
say
Edgar,
you helped a little bit, yeah. I may not have gone for all three rags, for example. I would have gone for at least one of them, though.
but that you see how big of a difference that made with that seed, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't need anything else really apart from them fixed dice at that one boss fight.
Right, exactly. So like what I would say is like that's where you really want to think about just going full out on like so here's another thing that I think you could have done a little bit differently. So you have an Edgar start and then you went and shopped in the item shop in Narsh
Yeah.
and you sold like an elixir and a couple other things to buy like 15 grand worth of stuff. You probably shouldn't have bought anything other than warp stones or dried meat in that item shop
Done all my shopping at
because
the
like
castle.
do it all at the castle or in South Figaro World of Ruin. Because why not buy stuff at half price? Like you paid 7,500 more than you should have,
Yeah,
essentially.
good point. Got ripped off.
Yeah, like you could have gotten all that for half price. Might as well have. Now, I'm not saying it's not worth going in and looking and seeing what's in there, because like sometimes like there's stuff. You go to 3 item shops, not everything's going to be there. So like you do want to buy like warp stones or something that might pop up, but that's like by exception. Like if you won't find something somewhere else, then you buy it. But like I would have gone Narsh over to uh Figaro Castle before
Yeah.
Returners,
Okay.
just to like use the items I got from Narsh World of Balance, sell those, get as much as I can in South Figaro Castle, and then I would have went to Returners after to get money to go to South Figaro Road of Ruin.
Okay.
That's how I route that. Because what that gives me is 6 items in Narsh or 7 items in Narsh that I can sell for whatever I want to buy in South Figaro Castle. And then I get the 3 items in South Figaro, or four, actually, four chests in South Figaro Castle, or
Yeah.
Figaro Castle. Um, and then I go over to the Turners, get more money, and then I'm in South Figure World of Ruin. And then if I find something really good there and I don't have enough money, I just do basement and then pop right back in and get whatever I want.
Okay.
And then at that point, I would probably have enough money still for like Zen Thief or whatever else I might be interested in the seed. Now, the only other thing that you could have thought about was you could have thought about going straight to Sealgate and just getting all the items there too.
Yeah, I did skip
like,
out on like half of the items when I was there, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't do the second half of it, but you could have got all those items, and then that could have been your funding for that South Figaro, like all the Edgar half price stuff. So like that's another way you could have played that if you wanted to. But I would have, the way I did it is the way I would normally start an Edgar seed. Edgar plus Terra. Probably do it the same way, honestly. I would have taken the ninja fight in Sealgate.
Oh yeah, because I thought about it and then it was like, no, I remember because I wanted to do my leveling Imperial camp, yeah.
Right. I was thinking about that, but like, now the Imperial camp that you took was unbelievably amazing.
It was
like,
good, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got like 10,000 experience of flight at level 3.
Yeah, those two dinosaurs you were saying, both of them together were like the equivalent or better than Hades Gigas.
Yeah, they're basically the same. No, not Hades Gigas, Gigantos, the ones in
Oh,
the
Gigantos, yeah. Say it again,
Yeah.
same sprite like before. I get
Yeah,
confused with the sprites.
Number one experience fight in the game is a Gigantos. The number 2 is Tyrannosaur.
Okay. So it
Like-
was number 2 I got.
Yeah, you got the number 2 experience fight, and you got 2 of them too, which is even better, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, would it have been better than Gigantos?
If you got 2 Gigantos, that would have been better, but they're a more dangerous fight because they counter everything. Because you know how they do the, what's it called, like throat punch or throat jab or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this throat jab, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so they like when they counter like that, like if you had Exxon or Doom, that would have been might have been the only way to get through that fight because they have no magic defense, Gigantos.
Yeah.
So if you could ever cast magic on those, that's really the best way to get through that.
I also thought it was quite cool how I didn't heal once really through Kefka. I think I threw one X potion, that was it. But like actual real healing and stuff like that, I was like, nope, just hit him really hard.
Right. That was the other thing that like I probably
like
helped
seeds
you
like
with a
that.
little bit.
Go on.
So the damage counting on Tiger and Tier 3.
Yeah, I really need to start getting the hang of damage counting. I'm not the best at maths, that's why I keep putting it off. But I will get my head around that.
So it gets a little easier when you hit for pretty much 9,900 on everything. So you're just like, oh, I did 3 swings on Tiger. So Tiger has 30,000 HP, basically to the point, like, exactly 30,000. So when you did like 9,200, 9,500, 99.99, it's like, okay, you only need like 1,500 to finish this fight, to finish Tiger. That's why I said just pop Ice 2 and just finish him that way.
Yeah.
Because then you can just go to the next thing and just, again, that's like, the more that you can get comfortable with just the optimal like strats on killing people with the minimum, because like what you could have done is use Edgar to finish him next time it came out.
Yeah,
but then you would have done 45,000 or something on him. Like you would have wasted 15,000 damage that you could have put on magic instead.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a few little things in that fight. If I thinking back on it now, like little optimizations, it could have been better. I missed time Fenrir as well.
That actually worked out really well the way you did Fenrir.
It did.
The Tier 2 Fenrir was really good. And then, I don't think you needed it on Tier 3. You might have used it.
Didn't I use Golem on Tier 3?
Oh yeah, I used Golem. And then, honestly, that worked out perfectly because Edgar didn't get hit. Also, if Edgar did get hit, like, it still was good to use Golem because Golem doesn't disappear. So Golem, the way it works is like it's based on your HP of that character. If somebody dies from like a magic spell, it doesn't actually like affect you. So like you can bring that person back to life, and Golem is still there, and it still protects like your whole party. All it is like, say like Shadow has 1,000 HP, like until Golem takes 1,000 damage, Golem's up. So like until you see Golem block for 1,000 damage, then it doesn't really matter.
I get it.
So that's the handy thing about Golem is that like Fenrir, like in the worst case scenario, like Calmness can hit the same person twice. First one takes away image, second one kills that person. Like very rare RNG wise, but it is possible.
It was also tier 2. I was worrying about. Because like I'm a practice seed, magic messed me out a bit. So I was expecting the same again, and I didn't have mute, did I? So.
Well, yeah, and that's where. So, where tier 2 gets bad is if you keep tools up for an extended period and Tiger. So Tiger goes into his like berserk phase where he uses Doom Tusk after 18,000 HP damage. Okay. So he has 30,000. His first 18,000 doesn't really matter. Like he'll just do like Southern Cross and that's it. He'll get his second like Doom Tusk turn in the last 12,000 HP that he has.
Alright.
So
you yeah, see why you told me to go for Tiger kind of first.
Yeah, you want to push Tiger down quickly and like push through his whole HP bar so that he doesn't get like Doom Tusks off and do all the crazy stuff that really hurts you.
Yeah.
And then you want to kind of do that before like Muddle comes out of magic or something too, so that you have time to just focus on magic, and then if something really goes wrong, like you have the time to recover, and like hit's not dangerous at all. So you really, as long as you don't accidentally hit, like you're pretty much fine. So like kill magic and then take your time, heal everybody, and then get 10 hit and go on is really the best way to get through that.
Yeah.
So did you get your time in?
I haven't tried it since. I'll try it again now.
Yeah, Glue started it, so you should be good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe I could have done it, I don't know. Yeah, I know he has like super admin powers.
So, exclamation dawn time.
Correct.
I believe it's gone through.
Yep. Yeah, you should have access to the spoiler room now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am pretty happy with the way that seed went, to be fair.
Yeah, like I said, I would be surprised if you lost that race. you were cooking on that one. And
I'm glad that I did both today, to be honest. It was a good idea doing both today.
Yeah, you get a rhythm down. You do like a couple in a row.
That's it.
Yeah, again, it was just bad luck what happened in that first one as far as the
it was an awkward seed, and there was a couple of bad luck moments.
Yeah, that's the only thing that, like, it probably wish you could have had back, but, like, the second seed, like,
yeah,
you would have been competitive with most people in that seed because, like, there's very few things that you could have done differently that would have, like, changed your time in a meaningful way. Like, the optimizations would have been, like, really off the wall. Like, I probably could have done that. I mean, I'd probably be disappointed with myself letting you sub 110 on that one, but that's like, because of how I would have probably managed all the fights with double Ragnarok. That's the only reason that I even say
Yeah.
that. Like, and I'm also I'm not a fair comparison either.
Dude, you're a Mega Elixir runner anyway. Well, Elixir runner.
I might as well be a Mega Elixir runner.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
was having a look at your average times on that UL spreadsheet, and you might as well be.
I mean, I was the 5th best average last season.
Yeah.
Even though I finished 9th, somehow I was 5th best average time. The problem was, like, all the weeks where I finished, like, with a 103, like, 5 people got, like, sub-hour. So it's like, you know, I wasted some of my best efforts when everybody else found a secret code that I didn't find. Like, week 2 last year, or last season, Zen had an experience egg at Zen Thief, then a VK in the weapon shop, and offering was in one of the boxes, monster boxes, in Collapsing House.
Nice.
I didn't get the VK. I got the no, I don't even know I did the monster box, but I got the experience egg and that was it. And it's like I got a 103 doing it the way that I did it. And then I found out, like, I go into race room, I thought I did pretty well. And I see I finished 8th. I was like, well, that really blows.
That's pretty cool, that fair dues.
I mean, it's a heck of a good time.
Oh,
I mean,
too right.
I'll never complain about Ultras League sub 105, but it was just painful when I was done in the race room, and I'd just see like Gar had a 57, 50 something, and then Glue had like a 58. Honey had like a 59. It was like, well, that sucks. But I mean, that's how narrow the margins are in Mega Elixir. Is like if you
I've
don't check a
noticed
weapon
it's
shop
very,
or
very
whatever.
close.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not far off of any of those guys. I don't think, you know, up or down. I'm pretty much consistent with everybody in Mega. Now, you know, I think that I'm a hair more conservative than those guys are, and that's probably the thing I need to work on. But in terms of all the mechanics and everything, pretty much
Yeah.
a wash.
I'm gonna end my stream on Twitch now.
Yeah, the only